What's up everyone? Today we're going back offshore down in the Florida Keys. We're going for some tuna and dolphin, only this time we're going on the big time. So we headed offshore in a 33 Cabo, known as the Big Time, with our friends Don and Margie to go after some tuna at the humps. We've done this trip a couple years now, and we've done real well, trolling some small artificial flies for blackfin tuna and skipjack. We get out to the humps, and we put out our spread and start trolling. It didn't take too long, and my dad gets hooked up to fish that's pulling pretty good. We cleared the lines, and soon after, my dad pulled up a bonita. Not a skipjack or a blackfin that we're looking for, but a rod bender nonetheless. We get back out trolling, and not real fast action, but not too long after, we get hooked up again to another fish that's pulling good. Don takes the reel, and we go through our fire drill, through the lines, and get ready for him to pull up the fish. When he does, we see that this is a bonita too. We're like, dang, two bonita. It's funny because Don and Margie said they ain't ever caught a bonita out there. And all the years that we fished out there, we hadn't caught a bonita either. Now back in Jacksonville, we catch plenty of bonita, let me tell you that. We keep on trolling, a lot of boats out there trolling, but just real slow. We're not getting the tuna or the skipjack. I don't know if it's just something with the fish being picky or conditions or just a lot of pressure out there. So we decided, okay, let's troll away from the humps. Let's look for some floating structure or birds somewhere else. So we're trolling, and we're several miles away from the humps, and we see some birds. I'm talking about a lot of birds. A bunch of frigates, and just everything. I mean, I don't think I've ever seen that many birds all congregated that tightly together. And that's when we got our first mahi on. I grab the rod, start fighting it, and it's a better mahi than we caught on our last trip. And he's pulling pretty good. We get him up to the boat, and they net him and bring him in. But it didn't stop there, because when we got that fish to the boat, there was a whole school of fish with them.
Get a spinning rod. Oh man, big school guys. Here, that's me, get out of the way.
I mean, it was crazy, just tons of these guys. Now, in a previous video that you might have seen on our channel, we were catching dolphin, and that was just the day before this trip. And the dolphin were real picky that day. I mean, they wouldn't take really cut bait or ballyhoo. I mean, all they wanted were these little bar jack type baits that we pulled up on some floating structure offshore. And today that proved to be the case as well. But thankfully, we took our leftover baits from the day before, and we brought them with us on this trip. So we got in the live well, and we started pitching those guys out, and the fish started going crazy over those again. we had a lot of fun catching them. They put on a show, and you know, when we threw out those baits, I mean, they slammed them. They fought for them. You know, all these fish racing to get them. But unfortunately, since we didn't have structure like the day before, you know, there wasn't anywhere we could jig up baits, and it didn't take long, and we ran out. So at that point, couldn't bring any more up, couldn't get them hooked up. But it was, you know, a lot of fun. It was really cool, exciting when you get that fish up. Mahi, you know, are aggressive feeders, and they school up, and you know, they follow each other to the boat. I mean, it's kind of like you dream fish, you know. Other fish, you catch one, but you know, you just pull them away from the school if there is a school. But these guys, I mean, they come right up to you. We're really glad that we brought the live bait with us. I mean, that's kind of a big thing I learned on this trip. You know, it really came in handy. It's important to be prepared. You know, we're glad we had a bait motel that we set up, you know, where we're staying, so that we could hold bait as we found it, and we had a variety in there just so we'd be ready. Turns out they only hit one, but at least we had that one, and you know, several others just in case. I'd really suggest to you, if you can get live bait, you know, bring it, because you never know. Sometimes they'll hit fast lures and you won't need it, and sometimes they're real picky, and it's good to have that bait. Thanks for watching, guys. We hope you liked the video. If you want updates on more of our videos as they come out, just subscribe, and we'll see you next time.